Hey guys, Scott here from the Mental Metal channel and mentalmetaldetecting.com. And that's my dog Rocky. He's hanging out with us here on video today. Hopefully he doesn't do anything bad. Anyway, I got a special treat for you. It's a Relic program for the Minelab Equinox 800. So stick around. We're going to go over it. All right, guys, today I'm breaking out the Minelab Equinox 800. I haven't used this machine in a long time, but I had a subscriber, Jay Strongbow, send me a message way back in February talking about this program he sent me, and I could not figure out for the life of me what the heck he was talking about. He hunts up in Massachusetts, up in those cellar holes, a lot of iron-infested sites up there. Really cool place to hunt up there with lots of history. But yeah, he sent me this program he uses, and he sent it via postal mail. Who does that? And I have a post office box. I just don't ever check it because no one ever sends me anything. So if you're gonna send me something, you gotta let me know and tell me that you sent it via post office mail or something, postal mail, so I can go to my box and check it out. So I happened to check my box first couple days of June, and so I'm in there, a lot of junk mail, obviously. But out comes this letter from Jay. It's not really his real name. I'm not going to give you his real name, and I'm not sure he wants me to do that anyway. But you'll see him as Jay on the channel. But he sent me this really cool program that I've tested out on my test garden. Now I have a lot of targets. I have 16 targets in this test garden, and it hammers every one of them. So we're going to talk about more about this program in a minute here, but I just got to give Jay a huge thank you for doing that. I did get his approval to share this program with you. So if you're hunting in iron-infested sites, you're hunting old cellar holes, he suggests using Field 2, setting up the way he's got here, and I'll go over it in a minute. If you're hunting old, big fields like me, that has some iron and farm junk in it, he recommends using Field 1. So we're going to set up his program in both Field 1 and Field 2, and I'm going to run it through my test garden and just show you how well it hammers all those targets. All right, guys, before we get into the program, I'm actually going to run this through the test garden just to show you how well it hits on these targets. So I have Field 1 here. I'm in Field 1. And I got the program set up, but I also saved off in my second profile, my search profile. I have the same program now in Field 2 saved off over here in my extra profile. So it's a one-click back and forth change, so it's real convenient. If you have an 800, that feature is available to you. It is a 5-tone program. So it's set up for 5 tones, and you have tone breaks you got to set in each one of them that we'll go through in a minute here, but we're going to actually go over to the test garden and we're going to go check out how all these 16 targets sound with these two profiles set up in Field 1 and Field 2. All right, so let's get back to Field 1. We'll start with that one. All right, hopefully you can't hear my wife in the background talking on the phone. She's yapping. So here's my test garden. I got 16 targets in it. This is the best thing I've ever done, honestly. If you don't have a test garden, I think I would highly recommend building one yourself. All right, so I have 16 targets. The first one's really hard to hit. It's a 10-inch Merc buried pretty deep, 10 inches, obviously. In Field 1, it's hitting that diamond there, but I'm trying to get it to repeat. It will repeat if I mess with it long enough. It's a little tough on the Merc 10 inches, but it will hit it. If you mess with it long enough, I'll hit it, but... Alright, let's move on to the second one. That one's pretty tough to hit with any machine. Oh, there it goes. There it is. Alright, you got an 8-inch war nickel. And it's crushing that. Look how high I'm lifting the coil. It's still picking it up. Alright, this is a 12-inch silver $half. No problem at all. This is another tough one. This next one, it is a 8-inch silver Merc with some nails. Oh, and I should be in all metal mode, by the way. I'm going to turn that on right now, so I'm in all metal mode. You can hear those nails in there. Still hits it, though. Then you got an old bottle cap, rusty bottle cap here. That thing hits every machine, even if you have bottle caps turned off. Alright, next target is going to be an 8-inch silver quarter on edge of Washington. So hits that pretty good. Here is your V nickel, 8 inches. This is going to be your 9-inch barber quarter. Rocky is throwing his ball at me. This is going to be a Indian head penny, 1903. Would you like me to kick that to you? Ready? Anyway, Indian head penny, 1903, buried 8 inches. This is a 3-ringer right here. And the target is not centered in the center of the circle here, just to let you know. So, I'm just off a little bit. Alright, last row, we got a suspender clip, which is down 9 inches. No problem at all. This is going to be a silver thimble, 9 inches. No problem at all. This is going to be your 6-inch pull tab. Obviously, the ball keeps coming back. Go away. Alright, so this one's going to be a large cent that's down, let's see here, what do I have marked? A 10-inch large cent. No problem. And this one's going to be a shell frag from the American Civil War, down about 10 inches. There's the ball again. So I can hear the shell frag, and then we have a flat button at 8 inches. So in field 1, it pretty much hits all those targets. Let's go back to the 10-inch Merc. Yeah, I turned all metal on. I can hear it better. So it does pick that up. Alright, so let's try field 2. Switching over. Use my one click. Rocky is going to drive us crazy. Let me get this ball out of here. Alright, so 10-inch Merc, field 2. So here's that Merc. Here's the war nickel. Crushes it. Here is that 12-inch $half. Crushes it. Here is that Merc with nails. So that's a tough one, though. There's a target in there, though. You hear it. And then this is my rusty bottle cap. Here is an 8-inch quarter. Here's it, no problem there. How about a V-nickel? 8 inches. This is my 9-inch barber quarter. This is going to be the Indian head penny. 8 inches. 3-ringer. No problem at all. God, Rocky. Suspender clip. 9-inch silver thimble. This is 9 inches as well. Here's your 6-inch pull tab. Here's your 10-inch large scent. Here's your 10-inch shell frag. And here's your flat button. So, we hit every one of them. So the program itself is easy to set up, but it takes a little bit of time. So I'm going to walk you through step by step, and then you guys can give it a shot for yourself and see if you like it. And if you do, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Again, he recommends using field 1 if you're in open fields. You got some iron and stuff going on, like farm field. But if you're in old cellar holes with iron infested junk, he says you probably should use field 2 for this. All right. I'm going to show you how to set it up right now. All right, guys, let's walk through the program and how to set it up. And if you hear some heavy panting in the background, well, that would be my dog, Rocky, who's eating grass. All right, here we go. We are going to have to be in a, like I mentioned before, you got to be in a 5-tone program, which is right there. And then we're going to walk through everything. So Jay suggests, obviously, noise canceling and ground balance of 0 before each hunt. Basically, ground balance by default is at 0, so you shouldn't have to do anything there. I'm going off a factory reset, by the way, as well. So if you want to do that, that might make better sense. But if you have something saved off in there, you don't want to do that because that will erase your factory or your saved program. Then by all means, don't do it. But I did a factory reset and pretty straightforward after that. So let's go. First thing he wants you to do, now that we're in a 5-tone program, we go to your target tones, or your volume, I should say. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, volume control. So he has his volume set at 22, which that's your preference, really. But he likes it at 22. Then you're going to hit your gear button to go into the advanced settings. So here you have 5, I call them sectors. And so to switch between the sectors, you hit this checkbox on the side here. So the first sector is at 4. The second one is at 20. Third one is at 23. Fourth one is 25. And the fifth one is also 25. Now, if you need to adjust those, you obviously use your plus and minus buttons to change the numbers. But that's what the sectors are set up for the volume. So we're going to go back. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go over to threshold. Now, he suggests basically anything you want to use here is your preference. But if you hold the gear button in again, he has his set by default at 1, which is what this one is. But you can adjust this to your liking. All right, so let's get back out of here. Let's go over to our target tones. And we are in 5, which is that's what he has. So we're going to go into each one of the tones, and we're going to set these up as well. So your sector 1 is going to be 1. Never mind Daisy, I don't know what he's doing. 2 is going to be 14. 3 is going to be 18. 4 is going to be 22. And 5 is going to be 25. And then that's it for that. So we're going to hit the gear button again to get back to the main menu, and then we're going to go over 1 to accept reject, and this is where you set up your tone breaks. Like I said, we are in a 5-tone break program here. So there goes Rocky. He's going to go chase something. We're just going to double check the tone breaks real quick. So sector 1 is going to be 1. Sector 2 is going to be 10. 3 is going to be 18. 4 is going to be 25, and there is no 5. You cannot change the 5th one. It takes you back to 1. All right, so let's get out of there. Let's go to recovery speed. Now he says recovery speed is 5, not 4, not 6, but 5 only. All right, and then he wants you to go into iron audio or iron biased. That's by holding in your settings gear button again. Takes you into FE0. he wants it to be 0, and then if you hit the checkbox again, takes you into F2. That has to be 0 as well. All right, now he recommends you run this thing in all metal mode. So let's get out of here. So we're at the main menu. Go back to your main screen here. He wants you to hunt in all metal. Let the iron sound be your discrimination. And he says the 11-inch coil is the best. He says he's had them all, but the 11 is tried and true. And I agree with him. Other than that 10x5 coil tech coil that I like to use in heavy trash and in the water, I still think the 11-inch is the best coil out there. So to put this in all metal mode, you're going to hit your horseshoe, and that way everything is selected, and you're going to hear everything, even the iron. And that's it. That's the program itself. All right, guys, that's it for me tonight. If you guys have a program that you want me to try out, shoot me a comment. Send me a postcard. Send me something in mail, postal mail. Send me drop me a comment in this video. Any way you want to get in contact with me, go ahead and do that. I will test your program out in my test garden absolutely 100% for free. It's just fun. So this program kicks butt. It did very well in my test garden on all targets, as you can see. So I highly recommend you guys trying it out. Tell me what you think. Tell Jay what you think. And if you see him on the comments, give him a thanks, because he shared this with me and said it was okay to share with you. Well, that's it for me. Thanks for watching, and I hope you got something out of this. And Jay, thanks again. I really appreciate you sending me this program to try out. I really like it. I never really had a good Relic program until now, so I'm going to keep it. I'm going to save it off and use it again. All right. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in another mental metal video.